What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Infamous potentially returning at the PlayStation Showcase this Thursday. So this was something that made its way around the internet over the weekend, and I'm going to kind of, I guess, go through it in terms of how it happened, because I think more and more people are kind of, going for it as the days go on. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing. This is something that you have to take with a grain of salt, much like all the stuff we've talked about so far. I don't think it's wrong to talk about. I don't think it's wrong to get excited about. I do think this Thursday show is going to be insane, and if this happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do think, and I have said this for a very, very long time, I think Infamous is 100% eventually going to return. I don't think you keep a franchise like that. You can talk about Sly, you can talk about Resistance. Those are two big ones I like to talk about as well. Infamous, I feel like, is bigger than both of those, whether you like it or not, for that reason, but I don't think it's a franchise you can keep away for too long. I think there's so much potential there. So this happened, I believe, on like Saturday. It could have happened actually yesterday. This is Shepshel Nick. We've talked about him before. In fact, I believe this is the guy who talked about Sly, that they were working on a Sly 5. And he says, okay, please take this one with a grain of salt, because it's one of the things I couldn't get confirmed, but because I like the series, I'm hoping it's true. But there's a chance we could see Infamous make a return at Sony Showcase. Fingers crossed. And then people, I believe today, or maybe even slightly after he said that, found out that Infamous's domain was updated back, I believe, June 29th. Now, we've talked about this before. I believe last July, or even maybe it was last June as well, it was also updated. So, you could say, well, Alex, like, they could do that for a variety of reasons, and that's true. But what I would say, going even back to that one of the reasons you would do it is because you're keeping the franchise kind of open to adding more, games in. Another thing we've seen is they don't do this with all of them, right? I think actually the conversation of like, oh, well, it's just a small little thing, it doesn't mean anything. I think that argument falls apart really quickly when you bring in Killzone. If you guys remember, over the past, I think, a couple of weeks, it's actually a sad thing, but Sony let Killzone basically go. The domain is done. It redirects, I think, to Sony's website or Guerrilla Games' website, but it does not, it doesn't exist anymore. So, that's number one. Again, that sucks. But number two, that's a pretty good indication that Killzone, although there were rumors that Guerrilla is maybe working on a Killzone multiplayer game, obviously that probably is not happening. That Killzone's done, at least for now. At least, I mean, they could obviously bring it back later, but for now, they've, I guess, fully let it go. So, that's the case there. I guess it's the opposite case for Infamous. They're clearly keeping it around for some reason. So again, I mean, it either happens or it doesn't happen. There's people that feel pretty good about it on Twitter, and these are leakers that sometimes get things right, sometimes gets things wrong. I think it would be like a remaster. As I've said countless times, we don't have a place to play 1, 2, Festival of Blood, and then Second Son and First Light. We do not have a place for all those games combined. They're kind of separated. 1 and 2 and Festival of Blood, those are combined, but not all of them together. So I think it makes complete sense. Put them together in some sort of like a remaster treatment for PS5. It would, I think Infamous 1 and 2 would obviously get the most help from that, and then Second Son, it would just kind of be some touch-up things. I think that would work perfectly fine, and I think we all know where that would lead to as well, right? You give us that, and then that kind of reignites, if there wasn't already, that reignites the passion for the franchise, and then maybe we get future Infamous games. So I'm hoping. I think it's very possible. This is something that doesn't even need to take up too much, because I think when you come up with these things, right, not everybody's going to be a fan of all the stuff that Sony could announce. You got 40 minutes. Who knows what exactly, or they show gameplay for certain kinds of things, like how much time are they going to spend on certain games. I don't think it would take all that much time to show off an Infamous, remastered collection. I think it'd be very, very easy, but guys, it's getting very, very close. I will say this yet again, I'm going to be co-streaming it this Thursday, so if you guys want to watch it with me, I'd love to have you. We always have a ton of fun with all the co-streams I've done on these, showcases and just presentations, so if you guys want to come, join me, I'll be going live a little bit before the show starts. I will have more videos over the next couple days, as well as on my second channel that obviously leads to the plug. So let me know what you guys think about Infamous in the comments of this video. Also, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, links in the description, along with my second channel. If you guys want to subscribe there, I'll be covering all this kind of stuff over there as well. We also have Patreon and YouTube memberships if you guys want to support us there as well, okay? All the links for all of them are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.